that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ten Lobo.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Hey, exit.
35's the mic. It's our field.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Set. 8 read.
That's a run. They're running it.
Now.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 33. 33.
Ready?
Now Johnson from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 1st downs and 3 points. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Check. 25. Check.
Get it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Check nine.
Steve Griffin.
Nixon will try the right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's second and 8, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Herbert. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Let's go. 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Here's Johnson looking to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Returnable here from the 38. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
You go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, wahoo!
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Gator. Check in. I got one. Hey, go on. Hey, foxtrot. Put up. Ready.
To throw on second down. Herbert, throw left side, complete to Moss. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Got it. Look. Squeeze. Get up. Kill. Get it.
Mixon with a first down carry. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
We got four. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On first and 10 is Counter. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the screen. Pass.
Hey, Echo.
Johnson now to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ready,
The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Johnson operating from the gun. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Five.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Screen pass to Connor. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Let's go, let's go.
Topper. Go.
Throwing on first down. Johnson. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Here I come again.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Second and 3. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
80 weapons.
Now Johnson, off play action. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Ready.
Here's Johnson. From the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that one will be accepted. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal.
Tight right. Hey, 4 down.
Hey, orbit.
Johnson now operating from the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
You got 2 seconds. He took you to school.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards on the ground. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. On first down, Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Haywood.
Switch.
2nd and 2. They'll get that one complete to Connor. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And the catch made by Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Delta.
35's the mark.
2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Johnson got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Hey, exit.
Mike check 33.
Get it.
From the gun, Johnson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Johnson to throw again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check out, hot, hot.
Hey, Alpha.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. It's Kelsey on the ground. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
50 play.
Rush in.
Hard. Go. Fight.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Tighten up.
Hey, do. Leo. Go.
From the gun, Herbert. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
56 to Mike.
Now Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready?
It's been a long day for you. Single, 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 single. 83's me, 83's me.
Hey, wahoo!
Short right.
Ready?
Here's Johnson on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Bengals 14. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Ready?
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check, check. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Clear. Get it.
Now Joe Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
General West.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 44-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I'm here all day.
This is Connor running right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
You got nothing.
Back to throw. Johnson. This is Johnson. He's got it. Past the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Look at me, zipper.
Switch it.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, orbit.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Ready?
Johnson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Drew Sample, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking to throw. Herbert. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Ronnie. 15 Ronnie.
screen. Watch the screen. Watch
Smooth. Look, squeeze. Be driven.
To throw on second down. Herbert looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Haywood. 6'6", pull it high.
Right there in the middle. 55. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Five.
From the gun, Herbert. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
7.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
I know you felt that one.
On the ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Johnson operating from the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
On first down, Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Johnson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Connor. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready?
57, Mike 57. Come on, D!
Now Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the whip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. They're still tied. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Off play action. Herbert. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Check 26, check 26. Check go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, and he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Protein spill.
From the gun, a give to Connor. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
Hey, Alpha.
56 the mark, boys, 56.
Snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Ready.
From the gun, Johnson trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Here's Connor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Let's go, defense. Who we got?
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Ready up.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Ready?
Let's go.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Pittsburgh, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.